Hey, bitches.
Hello.
Hello, everybody. Everybody's here. Hello, lovely Mel. And
Oh, where are you
Twisted
going to see that?
Sushi. It's on the chat thing. Comments at the side. Danny, have you found it?
Oh, there's private chat and then there's comments. Do I click on comments?
Comments,
Oh,
yeah. And then you'll see everything.
there we go. Oh, that's so fun.
I know, yeah. So, so we've come on tonight, obviously, because like we're plugging the shit out of Danny's new deck, right?
It
No,
needs it. It's going so slow.
well, we've come like going so slow. It's almost funded.
We-
Right,
Yeah, like, what the hell, Danny? Like,
hi, Redwing. Hello, Christina. And everyone else who's joining. So we've come on tonight, obviously, because like Danny's actually a friend of ours. We ain't just randomly. Hi, Kat. And you know, so Catty Dolly's on its way. Hello, Moran. So like we've come on tonight, obviously, just to like, anybody who hasn't met Danny before, you can all see it here. We used to do shit show lives on Instagram a lot. You've made the three of us. So
they were fun.
yeah, it was fun. So we've come on tonight because Danny's got a Kickstarter running and it's for a new deck. The fourth one. Boring. Why not?
Yeah, like Danny, you've got like too many decks now. So
I know,
you're
yeah,
out.
I know. Danny promises
Who
not to do
has too many decks, Levi?
Nobody. Look, I noticed when you popped to the loo how much shit you got behind you. I looked at Levi how much shit he's got behind him, and I just thought to myself, fucking hell. Imagine all the money's worth here between us three. Right, okay then.
Too much shit
We won't give
behind
our addresses, though. We won't give our
All that shit behind us all. Right, so yeah, Danny, you look at all that shit. Anyway, right, okay. So Danny's deck's live on Instagram now, and it's the Astral Mermaid Tarot. And so Danny's going to kind of tell us. I'm going to grill Danny like fuck, right? So I'm going to say, right then, Danny, okay, because I can get away with what I want because as a friend. So we're both going to ask the questions.
All right.
And so, like, my first question to you is, why cosmic mermaids?
Oh, jeez. Okay, you are going to grill me. Okay, because I wanted to.
Yeah, like this is really funny, Danny, because Danny used to have like 20 Instagrams for each deck.
Yeah.
And then Martin said, "No, you dumb bitch, you need to go back to one." And then she named that one Astral Mermaid Tarot or Astral Mermaid Art. And I was like, Danny, what's an Astral Mermaid? And
Yeah,
I
what is an Astral Mermaid?
No.
Well, yeah, this is an Astral Mermaid, I suppose, on these decks. This is a promo copy, by the way. It's gorgeous. I did actually do a walkthrough yesterday. I was super excited before the Kickstarter. So I know that you love mermaids, and I also know that you love everything kind of in the cosmos as well.
Yeah.
So is that kind of a combination of the two?
Yeah, like I love mermaids, but when I visualize them, I don't see them as these like beautiful, like how you normally see them in cards or right, like the luscious hair and all that. I just see them as these. Well, that's what I put, like little turtle mouths on them. It's just not reptilian, but more under the water, like like a sea creature.
Yeah.
Right.
I really think that we have the fantasy mermaid.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I love that. Although I did get rid of my mermaid tarot because it was too Disneyfied for me to take it seriously.
Which one was that?
The Llewellyn one.
Oh, I like that one.
It's really gorgeous, but I was kind of over it.
Yeah.
And I'm getting a new mermaid tarot, the Astral Mermaid tarot. So
yeah, I've got the only one I like is the Dame Darcy one. I do not like anymore.
Oh, I like that one too. I have that one too. Yeah.
Because that's kind of like funky and it's not your traditional pretty mermaids. So when I saw this, and I knew obviously because like I see your Instagram every day, and then when I saw these little kind of lizardist faces, and I thought, oh, has she been reading David Icke books? Because David Icke is a conspiracy theorist within the UK, and
Oh, okay.
he thinks the royal family are actually lizards. Let's not go there on this live.
Yes, we're not
But,
gonna. Yeah,
yeah,
we've
but
had.
like,
Yeah, we
and
won't.
like this, right? This is just every time I pick this deck up and shuffle the cards, this card comes up, and I just can't with it. It's just adorable. When I was looking at the deck yesterday, and like, because obviously I hadn't flipped through it properly, and I was going, oh, every time I saw a little page, and it's just lovely, honestly. And I did say yesterday for anybody who is beginning the tarot or want to treat a younger member of the family to a deck, it's absolutely amazing for a beginner.
It's
Yeah.
really it's really cute. It's really like that's my favorite card. The star
Yeah.
is my and that's so funny, Dani, because in all of your decks, your star card is always my favorite card.
Yeah, you said that. Yeah.
Yeah. But reeling it back in a little bit, like obviously you're kind of like, I don't know. You told me before in a conversation, yeah, I don't know if I want to talk about the Astral Mermaids because people are going to think I'm weird. But Dani, there's literally decks out there from people that have channeled vaginas. So,
That's true.
so I think you can tell us about where did the Astral Mermaids come from, because I'm really intrigued by it.
Yeah, okay. Yes, to talk about it would be getting into possibly like conspiracy stuff, not really, but like more spiritual stuff. For me, it's like this innate knowing that there's something within me that resonates with like not these earth mermaids that you see in cards, but more so like this other world, right? Like, and when I have gone into meditation, I have seen I feel like I have seen these beings, okay? And they look more, and they don't even precisely look how I did them. They might even look more scarier.
Yeah.
So for me, it was more like I just wanted to add like that spiritual astral realm that I love to go to and, learn about and read about, but then also like that mermaid that I've always like resonated with from a child up till now. And I put a little bit, Levi had stated, you need to put a little bit in your book. So I have wrote a few things in the book about the mermaid stuff throughout my life. Thank you, Levi. People will probably think I'm crazy after. That's okay.
Whatever. There's a literal
vagina messages. Yes.
Vagina decks.
There's we've got people on Instagram giving fucking unicorn readings. So come on, channeling unicorns.
Yes. And there's something for everybody.
Yeah, exactly.
Somebody will resonate with this. It is. I do feel it's more of a niche deck. Maybe I tend to do that.
Definitely.
I don't know, because it's just like I think it's quite accessible to everyone. It's not like too new age and out there. I like it. I like the mixture of the cosmic thing and the water thing. Well, it works for me. I'd have told you by now. I just says, Dani, that's shit you're doing it. Yeah, so like, I mean, I love it. What's wrong with it? It's Rider-Waite-Smith kind of based. And like there's millions of theme decks out there now. I don't think it depends on what you can get out of it when you read it, not necessarily the theme.
Well, and you know what I really like about it is that you did not put the suit symbols in there per se, but that it's very much about the embodiment of the meaning of that card.
Yes.
And I love that a lot.
I love that death card. I really love that. I noticed that yesterday.
In that, when I look at it, can you hear the silence in it?
The first thing I noticed was the rays of sunshine coming through the surface of the water. And death means to me it's the snake and it's transformative energy. And it's just a powerful card. It really is, with all the darkness, It's a very kind of minimal death card as well.
Mhm.
But you kind of, if you are a tarot reader, you do know straight away. You know, you can get the energy of the card.
Yeah.
So well done, you. It is really good. I just love all of them. You know, you can tell what card, even if you like kind of read the titles, you could kind of tell which
I
card
like
belongs.
that one. I like this
I
one a
mean, I
lot.
love that.
Yeah.
Yeah, the submerged, you know, and that sky galaxy there. I just love it. Yeah. So
Yeah,
You've really upped your game with the lighting effects, Dani.
you are.
So I wanted like colors to like me matchy together too. So I really, yeah, it's the first time like through each deck, I'm learning so much. And it's just, this one was just so fun. It was so fun. I didn't even think, I just did it. I wasn't like, oh, what will people think? I just threw it in there.
Yeah.
And then I wanted to put like, I want to say with the book, just throw the book out and just read it intuitively as well. And like just submerge yourself into like the planetary stuff and like the astral stuff and the bubbles and the, you like
Yeah,
that
I love the king. I love all the kings.
Daddy.
I love that Empress as well. The Seven of
Yeah.
Cups, it's got bubbles on it. I noticed that yesterday. And it's just, I love the orca whale, and you know the other one that you've done as well. Yeah, the daddy energy there. Look,
Don't be ashamed, Dani. Own it. It's
it's lovely. It really is. You know, it's
someone in
not.
the chat says it looks so ethereal, and it does. It
It
does.
is, and it's a bit. It's a contrast to Danny's Ascension Tarot, but like it kind of works. It's a work together. Mine's behind me, but I am not digging out these shelves to get
that's
out.
totally fine.
But like I mean, yeah, that would work perfectly well together. I
And
love
this one is another favorite of mine.
and mine. Yeah, it's nice. All heading in
So
that
pretty.
direction. It's
And
very
this one.
lovely.
And this one.
No, it's lovely to see a mermaid kind of deck that's not bloody Disneyfied, or kind of like, oh yeah, that's for a kid. You can tell that's for a kid or a younger reader. No. It doesn't. I don't have that effect from this at all.
Nigel said with that, oh, bring that card back. Bring the
That
other one. He's like, this is like the lady that's gonna, as soon as you come onto the sand, she's gonna like devour you.
She is the ultimate siren.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
siren
Yeah.
energy. Not.
Yeah, it definitely is.
I do think that within the world. I do think that within the world of the that's really pretty. Wow.
Yeah,
I didn't even see the person or the mermaid in the typhoon before, but it's really
it's
pretty.
nice, isn't it? And these cards says, oh, look at these colours. Danny, you need to, if you do another deck, you need to do it in all this colourway.
That was my favorite one. That one took me a long time to do.
Yeah,
and the little mer babies.
Yeah, they're lovely. And that gave me kind of Neptunian vibes. I don't know, there's something really powerful about that. And that key kind of like stood out to me straight away. It's like, you know, it's like 3D. It was like, yeah, you can, that's really good there. And these acolytes at the bottom. But they're kind of cosmic. Are they mer people or are they from above?
Well, they're actually humans.
Are they?
Yeah, and I pushed them down a little bit so that you wouldn't know what they were. So with this card, okay, I know that you both know that I do energy work, so it's quantum. Yeah. And it's with the Syrian blue energy. So that's, I learned it from, there's Dr. John Ryan. I'll put this in the books and stuff too. He lives in Ottawa and he's channeled the Syrians. And so I wanted to like put it the opposite, where we've been learning from the Syrians with the quantum healing that I do, but reverse it, right? And just show that them teaching us. So that's why I put it like that.
You know what's really fun? How I saw that as well, Dani, almost like we are looking at the astral plane and those humans are our ethereal astral bodies.
That's right. that's exactly what I want it to do.
Yeah,
Really?
yeah, you can tell like straight away. No, it doesn't come in plastic, so you can get your mermaid on in the bathtub.
Oh,
Robin.
Well, I mean, it's an idea. I've never owned a plastic deck. Have you guys?
no.
No, I haven't. I've had some decks that could be plastic.
No, but
Not
there are like
mentioning
actual
names.
plastic decks, and it's
Plastic Rider-Waite-Smith by US Games, isn't there?
yeah, and also the Seventh Sphere Tarot by Tina Gong used to be or is plastic. It's that Marseille deck with
Oh, I couldn't be done with a plastic deck, sorry.
well, it's supposed to be like really thin, but it shuffles really nicely, but it's also very slippery. So
I think make your own
Yeah.
playing cards. You can get something printed in plastic. Can you not? I think
But
Rob.
it's supposed to be saving the planet and not like, this is single-use plastic. So this is so difficult still for me to maneuver with the camera like right in the middle. Look,
I love those. I love those.
no, babies.
I love this one as well. The Magician, really cool.
I love that the way you've got the hand through there, showing like
Reaching.
anything possible. Yeah, you have done well. You
Thank
have.
It was so fun. It was so fun. I really love that one.
You've
Isn't
done
it fun when the creation just flows?
It did.
Yeah, it's nice. I mean, I can imagine. I mean, obviously, well, yeah, I can because I'm a doll, so I do understand.
Yeah. When it's meant to be, like it just like look at your dolls too, Martin. They're just like boom, 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 and they're just improving.
Yeah, it is. It's like when you've got like say like materials, whether it's a physical medium or a digital medium, and you've got this kind of like I don't know, this creative spark that comes with meat, fabric, and bits of materials, and you just do it, and you just I don't know. It's kind of a meditative process as well.
Yeah.
I mean, you both know about that.
It is.
It's a nice feeling. Moran says he has the Mood Tarot in plastic. It's awful, very slippery.
And it's awful.
Which is the Mood Tarot?
I've never seen it. Have you seen it before?
I've never
Tarot
seen it.
Mood. Plastic cards.
Mood Tarot.
Oh, what's that? Oh, it's that. Oh, sorry. I really dislike that. It's that deck that has all the comic book speech bubbles on the Rider-Waite-Smith.
Oh God, that one. Yeah.
I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah. I know.
I think it was a Kickstarter deck, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, we've got like up to I mean, when I checked you, because I backed it obviously. When I checked it earlier, it was 60-something%.
First one.
Oh no, yeah, I was. I was actually I was the first one to back it.
Well, yeah, there's those people that they'll back it, and then within like a minute they like unback it.
I've said it before, and I'll say it again. Right? I think that when you back something on Kickstarter, I think it should be a legally binding contract, like it is with eBay. I've always said the same.
We would like that. Of course, that would be wonderful because then you'd have like 20 extra pledges that are still there.
Yeah.
But they even say it when you pledge, like for a deck, it basically says, you may not get this item, right? Like in those, not those words, but you can pledge, just know that you might not get.
Kat has said this is her first Kickstarter backing.
Yay!
Oh, yay!
Well, you're going to be in for a ride because Dani is always a mess with all of her Kickstarters. She never delivers her stuff on time. The quality is terrible.
Yes, right. Lennox says, I recently had a chat with another about the backing unbacking. Very interesting to the same people that do that over and over.
Yes.
Oh, do they? I didn't know
I
that.
you're not supposed to, and I'm not gonna because it's just not worth the energy, I think. But I think that Dani and I could compare backer reports from previous campaigns, and we'll probably see a lot of the same names doing the backing unbacking thing. Yeah, there's
people who do that.
So
sorry.
No, sorry. In the walking meditation one, when I did that one, somebody backed it 5 times. Backed it, deleted it. Then next day, backed it, deleted it. And then at the very end, just deleted it. I'm like, make up your mind. And it was the same person that did that in Robin's campaign too. I'm like, what?
Exactly. I mean, why are people such turds? I couldn't have worded that better myself.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean, do what you want, but don't do that to people.
Yeah, it's a bit shitty in it though.
when you back a project, what you're doing is helping the creator get the funds to get it printed.
Yes.
And that helps a lot. But I actually put this in my last campaign, like, please back responsibly. There will be no take back fees. And I do get the fear of missing out, but you can always every creator ever will have
decks later.
Yeah.
Might be a little bit more, might be more, usually is more.
Yeah.
But we'll still have them. Yeah.
I've consciously sometimes not backed something because I knew, hey, they'll probably have extras. And if I really want it, I'll be willing to pay the $10 extra. But sometimes with Kickstarters, there's also, the shipping situation, and you can offer cheaper shipping through fulfillment centers in China. That's what Dani does. That's what I do.
Yeah.
And it helps so much.
Yeah, absolutely. Like if I send a deck off my Etsy or website, let's just say I'm sending it to you guys, right? It's going to be like $55 for shipping.
Canadian.
And it's not that I'm not Canadian. I'm not making any money off that. But if I send it from the fulfillment center with the Kickstarter stuff, it's going to be $22 Canadian.
Yeah.
Right. So
it just makes sense.
To get it off Kickstarter, and you're going to get it cheaper.
Yeah. Twisted Sushi says, I'm going to be making a Kickstarter this year. It's nice to hear about it. Thanks.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that should be interesting. Would love to see that.
Yeah.
It's fun.
It's stressful, but it's also it's an interesting. It's a very interesting time.
I have Conrad Steen's old Pam deck in plastic, slippery in the hands, but I love the cardstock. Oh, is that the one who Simon had on his channel a while ago?
I think one of the 10,000 Pams. Yeah.
Yeah. One of them ones with the burnished edges. So I mean, we have got you, and then we've recently got Logan's as well.
Yeah,
and then we've got the Levi's coming very soon.
Yeah.
Yours is nearly wrapped up and done, isn't it?
It's I don't know why, but it was so much faster than last time. The decks are practically done.
Well, I think Levi right now is a good time. It's because people are just starting to send their things to get printed and all that, right?
Yeah.
So it's a really good time.
I expected it to be July, and it's probably going to be done next Monday.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Wow.
Good. We didn't expect 3 years then. Some of them are.
No, funny.
No names.
I was just joking about Dani's horrible service, but I have to be honest. I always think your decks have your Kickstarters go really smoothly, and then your decks have really good quality, and the cardstock's really nice and shuffleable, and the gilding's really good. I don't know. I just always really like the experience of backing an Astral Mermaid art deck.
It is.
And
that was just the beginning of everything, wasn't it, Dani? When you messaged me on, would you like a copy of my deck? And I just looked, and I thought, oh God, that's nice. And then it was just a friendship was born, and it was. Kat says I could drive to Dani and pick a copy up. There you go. So she must live right by you.
Oh, geez. Okay.
Yeah.
Where do you live?
I could tell.
Kat. Yes, I know. She lives in Toronto area. Yes.
Yeah.
Toronto.
eBay. Etsy seems to
start at £60 postage plus taxes before we even get the deck cost.
No, it's awful.
Yeah,
that's why I'm glad when people message me and they're like, why is shipping so expensive? I'm like, well, actually, if you want, I can send you a PayPal invoice and I can send it to you, because in my business back office, I actually have an option to send, it's called like small packet air.
Yeah.
It takes the fastest to get to people and it's half the price. It's only like $20.
Yeah.
So that's
Yeah.
why I'm like, I can send you a PayPal invoice. And so it's so great when people message me and be like,
Better in it, yeah.
complaining about the shipping. Because I mean,
Yeah, like very
Well-
often there's more you can do. And then sometimes there are also people that just refuse to look into other options at all. I had that recently with a deck that's been on my list for years and years and years and years, and I still really want it, but it's out of print now.
oh,
And I messaged the creator like 20 times, like, why is shipping $70 US dollars? I can literally go onto the USPS site now and I see at least 12 options for like $20 to $25 shipping. And she
Yeah.
was just like, no, this is what it is. And I was like, okay, then I won't get it.
so
Thanks.
Yeah.
$70 shipping in your amount, or you said US?
USD, yeah.
That's like $100 Canadian.
Yeah. Yeah. It was a bit insane because
That is insane.
So we've got Robin. Does anyone ever do a Kickstarter when the art is all finished and ready to go?
Yes, Danny does. I do. Some people don't.
Loads of people do it. We know personally. But like, I mean, I know some people
Lots
who
of people don't.
Yeah,
Which
I do.
I can't understand.
You know, I can't understand what annoys me. It's like you get all excited for somebody's Kickstarter, and then you look and the delivery date's like something like June 2029. And what the fuck? It's like, obviously they haven't even started picking a fucking pen up.
Yeah.
So I just don't understand that. You know, do
Though-
it when
yeah.
your art's done, and so people ain't got to wait like 15 million years for the product to come.
It was
That's
a little bit. It was a little bit like that with that other mermaid oracle deck, Danny. Did you end up backing it in the end or not? No, because I was a little bit disappointed because I kind of wanted it, but she only had like 12 pieces of art done.
Yeah, and that's the same feeling that I got too.
Yeah.
I like to see a full Kickstarter. I like to see everything. And when I had sent Levi a couple pictures of the deck box, and he's like, Danny, you don't have to have that done before your Kickstarter. I'm like, the Virgo in me, my Virgo moon is saying, yes, I do. But I did it. We're still working behind the scenes on it. Robin from Solstice Healing is so.
Well, Lennox says she wants to see at least 80% of the artwork done if it's not all completed.
Yeah.
And Robin says he didn't realise that. He always thought Kickstarter's meant to wait of 9 months to a year. No.
I literally so when did my Kickstarter end again? February. So we're now March, April, May, and it's already like printed and completed.
Yeah, it's about 3 months. It's about 3 months.
Yeah.
If you have everything complete, if you have everything, and as soon as you get the money from Kickstarter, and then you send the files straight to your printer, you'll have those.
And I think, you know, by the time, like say if somebody's waited like 12 plus months more for a deck, either you just don't want it when it arrives, or you're kind of over it. You know what I mean?
It's funny that you say that, because I was having that conversation with Nigel, because I'm like, by the time it gets to like 6, 8, months, I'm like, I'm over the energy of that deck.
Yeah.
I don't want it anymore.
You know, this happens a lot with like Halloweeny decks that are on Kickstarter in October during Halloween, and then you get them in like July, and we're like,
I noticed like, the Llewellyn, I'm always at the main instigator for that. They're bringing Halloween deck out the middle of October, and by the time we get it in Europe, it's like fucking Christmas. So what's the point? You're gonna have to wait a year before you use it again.
Yeah. When we were in London, I was like, oh look, Martin, that's last year's jack-o'-lantern tarot. It's finally arrived.
It's arrived in the UK. And I says, well, what's the point in getting it now? We've only got 3 days to use it, you know, so we never did.
Well, that
Yeah.
rider weight, I know that you saw me using it. The rider weight, it was like the winter. Oh, it was called the winter.
Oh, yeah.
Winter redo one, and it was like these dreamy pastel colors. But for me, I mean, it's just snowed last night in Canada, so I could.
You can use that deck all year round, can't you? You know.
Yeah.
Talking of which, I'm selling all my oh yeah, what they're called? The Battersby Tarot. What they're called? What's the name of them? The whole, you know, all the decks that they do, the groovy weight and everything.
Oh, yes. Yeah, the tarot collectibles.
Tarot collectibles. That's it. Thanks, Dani. Yeah, I'm selling all mine.
Someone's ringing my doorbell, so I have to quickly go downstairs. If that's
maybe it's my deck.
Oh, maybe sneaky Amazon parcel. That's it, Robin. Yeah, tarot collectibles. Yeah, not because I don't like them. I love them.
Yeah.
It's just that I'm actually downgrading like 80% of my collection, as you know. Yeah, so I know that people love them. So
I like the Christmas ones.
I like the Christmas ones. I haven't got the Christmas ones. I've got the groovy one and a few others. Got about 4 or 5.
Okay.
So if anybody's interested, my email button is in the in my bio. Also, you can DM me over on Instagram. I'm sure we can like come to some sort of price, decent price, because I know
some of them you can't get anymore the way that they like. So when I got the it was the rider, the bright colored Christmas one.
Yeah.
Like from a couple of years ago, but they don't make it on the thick cardstock anymore. And then you get it from Make Your Own Playing Cards now. So
yeah. You too. Thank you for joining us. I hope you have a lovely week too. Yeah. So Kat says it was 25 degrees and last night snow. Yeah, Dani told me that, Kat. She said, I saw the picture on the bloody Instagram. It's cold here. And before you start, it's cold here. It's actually right now at this moment in the UK, it's 11 degrees and that's cold.
Let's see, Martin. Just 1 second here.
It says 11 degrees and sunny. That's bullshit.
Oh, you're cold, are you?
Yeah, what's yours?
Where is it? Oh, it's 2 degrees here.
Your 2 will probably be like -20 here, you know. So
well, it's gonna go down to 0. Oh yeah, it'll be -2. No, so it'll get the coldest it'll get is -3 tomorrow at 7 a.m.
It's gonna be more. I think it's gonna be 1 degree on Monday. That's the coldest. But I'm cold. I'm cold. Been cold all day. I've put the heating on. You know, fuck you.
Go put your granny sweater on.
The sun is out here as well, but it's freezing. You know, so I just want to do. Yeah, Moran, it does. Moran says the wind is mad here in Manchester. And Moran's an hour and a half away from me. He said it feels like -20. See what I mean? And we're all cold. All I want to do is well, we're waiting for Levi. I want to do a shameless self-plug now, right?
Yeah, do it. Oh yeah, I want to see.
For anybody who's just recently joined, and these are actually commissions for people who are going to be shipped out tomorrow. That's another commission.
Oh, I love that one.
So yeah, I just wanted to give myself a shameless self-plug here.
I love it.
I've got a little baby woodland that I found in the garden, in the bushes.
I know. I can't
in
the garden.
Yeah, she's lovely. She's all wrapped up, looking a cocoon, and she's got like a metallic face. So yeah, these babies are, you know, there's more on the way. There's more, and the rest of them have all found homes now. So yeah, I'm sad to see him go.
Unfortunately, it wasn't your parcel. It was just someone wanting to get an autograph for one thing or another. Like
your autograph?
Your autograph?
No, you know, like for when they ask you to sign shit, like for petitions and stuff.
Oh.
Thanks, Red Wing. Yeah, anybody who wants to custom their own dolly, you know where to find me.
Yes,
so
I do.
You've got one anyway. So then, what's happening? What's new? What do we know? I've kind of been a bit low key on Instagram because I've been doing these dolls,
Mhm.
and lots of different things. I haven't got anything coming in at the moment. I don't think so anyway. Yeah, Little Cryptid Oracle. I've got that coming, and
Oh,
also a deck from what's her name? Lilani from Cosmic Seed Tarot. She sent me a deck over, her Oracle deck as well. And
You know what's really cool, Danny? So I've just typed in, you're now at 62% funded on Kickstarter.
oh.
So cool.
you know what? You're gonna nail this. Have you got anything coming in, Levi or Dani?
Yes, I do. I have the Astral Mermaid tarot coming in, and the tarot of Aphrodite was kind of a gamble for me.
Which Tarot of Aphrodite? Which
Back
one's that
that
one?
one. Yeah, you back that one.
I will show you now.
That one looked pretty. I think Miranda from the Boutique was getting some in too. I think she backed that.
So,
It
does
was
anybody on here? No, does anybody on here? Will somebody like send me some statues of the Black Madonna, please? I only want
so
Um,
this
anybody feel free to send me presents too.
yeah, like I want free shit. Like, come on, people.
Is that AI?
No. These are just public domain.
Hi, Joan. Oh, I do know. Yes. Oh, it's gorgeous, Levi. I love it.
Yeah, like I'm normally not into this type of vibe, but I really do like it. And the creator
Yeah.
is from Germany,
Yeah,
and she spent a lot of time curating it, and I really love that. So that's a Kickstarter. The Black Salt Tarot deck, obviously waiting for that.
hello, Ben. Yeah.
And the Tarot Assembled.
Oh yeah, I'm waiting for that.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about Jensi's. Yeah.
Yeah, so that one, and then last but not least, that was it. That was it. And I didn't really have like a whole lot of. I don't. I'm really enjoying what I have now. I don't. I'm
Yeah.
not that excited by. Well, I've been kind of working on a deck of my own, but I don't want to say too much about it because a new deck. Because it's kind of people like love to like steal ideas, but I don't know if you guys can see it, but this is part of it.
It's amazing. Yeah.
And it's very pretty, and it's sort of like very modern and kind of it's kind of basic.
Yeah, but you know what? Like I was thinking this morning, I'm like, because I feel like I want to do a deck. This is what I told myself.
Another one.
Just take a deck, draw some scribbles on it, put it up on Kickstarter. I'd probably get like $100,000.
Well, everybody else seems to manage it.
Do you know what I mean? But then you take a whole year to draw a deck.
Yeah.
And it take like, I'm just so hard on myself. But do you know
exactly what you mean?
Intricate. Yeah. I make these decks so intricate, and even Nigel is like, just don't be so like. I'm like, I can't not.
Yeah. I literally like I worked so fucking hard on my tarot deck because there are like, this is so funny, Martin. I don't know if you remember this, and maybe Danny remembers this too. Hold up, I got it.
Kat says, I'm on a deck diet, but Danny's deck doesn't have any calories. So,
so my tarot deck is a thing, obviously now, but it once like started out like this. Do you guys remember this?
Oh, Dawn, I love it. That's our friendship. That's the start of our friendship.
Well, no, this is not the start of our friendship, Martin.
No, the other one was when it the primordial.
Yeah, but this was actually kind of how it started.
Yeah.
And then, and that was like, I don't know, 2 years ago, I think. And then but I still have these little cards that are probably never going to, but this is how my tarot deck started. And this is still in it. So, Yeah, I don't know. This is and that, yeah. So it's like the
This is
new
how mine and Levi's started.
Yeah.
yes, yeah. I was like, who's this crazy woman using her deck?
And I was like, remember I messaged you? I'm like, you should do this on better cardstock.
Yeah.
I bought it right away. It's the first deck that I ever bought. As soon as I saw it, I bought it. It was my first make your own playing cards deck that I bought.
Really?
Just,
Make
you
your
know,
make
the friendships that we've all kind of like, you know, fostered through being on air and just, you know, interacting with each other. Lennox, for instance, with the Coastal Curiosities, and you know, it's just lovely to
Thanks.
know these people and have these people, and you know, these people have got your back.
Yeah.
look at this moon card.
Oh dear,
Oh,
that is
you
that the daddy one.
I've never
Um,
seen that one.
No, it's been a while since I've seen it, but this is where I kind of channel my inner Daniel Noel.
I love that.
And I did all these on my phone too, like not even on an iPad.
Linen, my favorite cardstock without a doubt is linen.
Mine is rose petal finish cardstock.
You know what? I love that rose petal too, but it's not good for shuffling. But I do like the feel of it.
I do love
love
the feel of it, but it's awful for shuffling.
It's
I love
awful.
it so much. You know, I wanted to like for my decks wanted to be like wanted to follow the popular trend, but then I was like, this is like my one chance to have the deck printed on better cardstock and
Did you do it? Did you do the rose petal?
yeah.
Oh, you
What?
did? Did you do it on rose petal?
This is rose petal and the new one, and the new one as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Because I was like, if this is the one chance to get the funds to have it be exactly what I want, I'm gonna have.
I love it too. But the way that I like read cards, like I'll spread it right across the table, so then they get all clumpy. But if you're shuffling, it's fine to pick out a card. But
I have to, spreading is difficult. I do find though that it does differ a lot from printer to printer. I once had the Children of Letha, and that one, like, you couldn't even overhand shuffle. I feel like this printer that you and I both use has probably the most shuffleable rose petal there is.
Well, Robin's just made a very valid point, saying, but when you order rose petal, I should send you someone with it to shuffle it for you. That's true. Yeah. That's really true.
I mean, I'll gladly come over.
Yeah.
I'll gladly come over. It's just, for me, I don't know, as you say, it depends on the kind of deck. I mean, I ain't gonna like get a deck out now because everybody will know what it is, and then they're all gonna say, you know what the Martin said about your deck, right? So I have got a couple of rose petal finish decks that are absolutely hideous, and for that reason I can't shuffle them. But I love the artwork. You know,
like Danielle Noel, like hers is her. Well, actually, not all of them, but a couple of them are the rose petal, which I love.
Yeah, and she uses our printer too.
Yes, she does.
You know what I did, by the way, Dani, and Kanar even noticed. I noticed that in the Star Child, she thanked Kanar in the thank yous.
Oh, she did.
Yeah, so I did as well. And
no, I think I need to do that too. I was thinking about that the other day.
Kanar is our printing representative, and she's so patient, and she works super fast. And
she's amazing. I love her. I love her.
Yeah,
I just love her.
Yeah, me too. Me too. Like she's super efficient, and oh man, like So I was like, oh, I'm gonna do that too. Thanks for the tip, Danielle. So
yeah, exactly. I'm gonna do that too. Yeah.
Are you guys coming over next week? Because it is the Tarot meetup in London.
I know. That would be so amazing.
Oh no, yeah. I'm not coming over.
Well, Miranda said you were going to be at the door saying, "No, you can't come in." Yep. No.
Yeah, Martin's gonna be the door bitch.
Yeah. No, you can't come in. Yes.
No, I've seen your Instagram feed, so fuck off. Right.
Yanni, you need this.
I know. I
like the artwork, but oh no, I looked at your video and it's damn awful.
You
No,
know it's our type of deck, Martin.
it's pretty. It's not for you. Not everything has to be for you.
It's about me. Right, okay. Like you two have got a question. It doesn't apply to me.
There's no dumb questions. If you're unsure where you will be selling, should you get a barcode? See, my very first deck, I don't know if I have the original one. Yeah, so my original one doesn't have any barcode on it at all. But then when I got my second printing done, I was like, I'm going to put a barcode on it. So just in case, you don't know what shops you're selling them at. You don't know if you're ever going to. I would put it on. If in Canada it's free. I know, Levi, where you live, it's not free though.
No.
Yeah.
But what I did do, Dani, was I did have the fulfillment center stick barcodes on.
Yes.
And it was pretty affordable, actually, to be honest. So
okay.
So I was like, it was like 1 cent per deck.
That's it?
Yeah. And I was like, I'm not gonna like.
It's amazing.
Yeah, I'm not gonna waste my time doing it myself if they can do it for.
So it was like $5. It's like $5.
Yeah. So let me show you very quickly, Dani. The only things that I don't really like about this deck is.
Okay. Yes.
Is this card? It looks cool.
Okay.
But the image is very grainy, so it looks like it was kind of zoomed in. You can't see it on camera, but it's very obvious in real life. And then this card was actually supposed to be artwork paired together with.
Oh. Okay.
So this is just one painting that was made, and they just cut it in half.
So is it paintings?
Yeah, these are all paintings. Yeah.
Okay, now is it paintings and then placed into a deck, or was paintings made for the deck?
Placed into a deck.
Okay.
And then another little gripe that I have was this card is stunning.
Okay, just a second.
Oh yeah, you need to put your old lady glasses on.
My spectacles on.
So really stunning card, but then I saw that this bird was just, copied from.
Okay, so then that's not a painting. That's
someone at the editors who cut
like,
out.
Oh crap! We need another card.
Yeah, I was like, it's like a couple of cards, and I'm like, you could have then just maybe had it be a 40 card deck, and it would have been fine. So that kind of felt a little bit, but it's really stunning artwork, as you can see.
So what is it all based on?
What?
What's it based on?
Hawaii. And you know that I don't like Angela Hartfield decks, and this is actually the first deck by her where I'm actually impressed with the guidebook, because for each card you get an explanation as to the backgrounds of the imagery on the card and why it applies to Hawaii and stuff like that. Goddesses, gods, animal symbolism. So it's actually a pretty good deck, but it could have probably been even better if they would have had commissioned the artists for like some extra art pieces instead of cropping things out or cutting and pasting things.
Yeah.
But,
so it's about Hawaii then, because I thought maybe it might have been like some Lemurian stuff in there.
No, it's Whispers of Aloha, and it's very much about Hawaiian deities, Hawaiian culture, and but it's cute.
Yeah.
Well, it's the nearest I'll ever get to Hawaii anyway, so I
mean, you know what's so funny? I've heard that it's like, maybe people are going to be like super offended, but I've heard that it's not that great.
Hawaii
or the deck?
That it's pretty Hawaii, that it's pretty skyscrapery and not as bountiful as you'd think.
They're just saying that because they don't want you to feel bad that you didn't get to go.
Is it good? Have you been?
No, I don't know.
Yeah, cats says I'd like to do a Bermuda or a Caribbean oracle, but I can't draw for fucking anything. Just tell me, I can create dolls until I'm coming out my ears, but nothing with a pencil.
Cat, you don't have to draw. You can just do collage art or something. Anybody can make a deck. Anybody can make a deck.
Do you remember when I did that oracle deck and I got to card number 20, and it must have took me about 10 years to get to 20 cards. I've never been surrounded by so many magazines in my life.
But Martin has like commitment issues.
Yeah.
You can pretend that you don't, but you do. So
with everything. Yeah, I do. Yeah. I get like I don't know. I'm just so kind of fickle. Yeah, I can
No,
throw me off.
I think what's happened is you've now found your thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I needed to find my thing.
Sometimes you just got to go through the motions of doing these things until you're like, I don't really like that, but I love this.
Yeah.
I'm gonna-
Martin, do you remember that dolly tarot, that knit dolly tarot, crochet dolly tarot that US Games published?
No,
You do. You kind of do.
do I? I can't remember. What
You,
do
you could do,
do. So
you could do one of those
I could do like you could do like a spirit doll
with
tarot.
like photos of them or an oracle, you know?
take
Yeah.
a picture of all the dolls that you do, okay,
Yeah.
before you send them out. Because then you'll have all these pictures of these dolls.
I have. That's what I've done anyway, because I want to build up like a little portfolio. I'll open a new Instagram page as well. Open my in May.
Start putting them in positions and making a deck. You'll have a deck in no time.
Yeah, take the dolls out into the world. That's a good one.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do some Beltane ones actually. So like they're gonna be all fieries and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And Tony, thank you. I actually absolutely do. Martin knows when the subject is done. No need to flog that horse anymore.
True.
Yeah, a bit like
Well,
friendships as well, right?
you guys are so funny. Like, what the hell? But anyways, people, you need to back Danny's deck. Like even, and I feel like we need to address this a little bit. Like sometimes, especially when you like become a little bit more friendly with certain creators out there, it can sometimes feel like you have to back someone's deck. What I like to do if somebody like creates a deck that is not maybe necessarily my thing, but I still want to support them, is that you can always do like a non-reward pledge, because that's actually sometimes what pushes the campaign over its goal and is
absolutely. Yeah. You did that with my Odin's Playbook one you sent.
Yeah, and funny story, it's like one of my favorites now, but yeah.
Right.
I ended up sending it to you anyway. I'm like, well, basically you paid for shipping, so all of a sudden.
Christina, there's one.
Oh my goodness.
That is for a friend.
Wow.
She's like a really special one. There's another one. These are all commissions actually. There's another one.
I love that one.
And there's her. So yeah.
I love that
So
one.
as I said, DM me if you can, if you want one. And I'll do all
PSA, Martin does dolls, Danny and I do decks.
Yeah.
Dolls and decks and dolls.
Dollies and decks.
Dollies
And what I'm going to do as well, if anybody's interested, I will announce it on here, but I'll announce it before the time. In May, I'm going to start a regular slot every month, and I'm going to call it Creator of the Month. Now, it's nothing to do with tarot. It's to do with people in the craft and art community.
I love that.
So I'm looking for artists, doll artists, any kind of artist, anybody who makes anything or creates anything with their hands. You're quite welcome to come onto my channel and you can discuss your journey, blah, blah, blah. Because I do like to involve everyone.
Yeah, I think that's really nice. Yeah. And then it helps other people to get discovered too, right?
It does, yeah. So the first guest I've got in May is Laura. That's Levi's dolly.
I didn't make this. I bought this. Look how it even has like a little magnet. Look.
I know. I like how they're
good, didn't they?
Maple got one for Christmas from her grandmother because they sell them at the store here. And so hers is a unicorn with a mermaid riding a
I think Levi's got that one.
Yeah. Yours is a male one though, right?
Yeah. As well.
What?
What's that?
Does he come off the horse as well? Does he come off?
Yes, he does. But he's also
it's a magnet.
Oh.
Yeah, like I can literally drop
or else
it.
They would just fall off.
Yeah. They're so pretty. Oh man.
Did you finish that, Levi? Did you finish that Book Nook thing?
No, I haven't started yet, but I might like do it next week. I bought one just like Alyssa.
Ah, right, got ya.
So yeah, it's pretty cool. The Book Nooks, Dani.
Yeah, Larissa got one for Christmas.
Larissa, yeah, sorry.
Yeah, Larissa got one for Christmas, and I never heard so many swearing from a teenage girl in the kitchen. She's like, "Don't you ever fucking buy? Don't you ever buy this for me again?" I'm like, "When you turn 40, I'm gonna buy you another one, and I'm gonna laugh."
Yeah, exactly. John says, I'm not an artist, but I'm trying to plan out how to make a paper mache pterodon to hang up from my ceiling.
I love
I
that.
need more dinosaur in my life. Oh my God. I wouldn't know how to do that.
Yeah.
That's it. So thank you. We better wrap up because it's 5:02. You're all amazing for being here. We'll save the broadcast, obviously.
Yeah.
Dani can be reached via Instagram and Kickstarter, obviously. You know where to reach me and Levi as well on here or Instagram. Christina Diarte is making a tarot deck. How cool is that? Look forward to seeing that. And yeah, it's just all been lovely. Dani, thank you so much for.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for having me.
Oh, it's a pleasure. And an oracle as well. So, Christina, you show us some photos on Instagram and, we can all get to know you. I mean, maybe we already do. So, you don't know, do you? Because some people have got different usernames on both channels. Yeah.
Yeah, because I never knew that Twisted Sushi was Quantum Love for All.
Neither did I until tonight.
Yeah.
Neither did I. So thanks, guys, for everything. Giselle, I did do that video today for the Mary Tarots. I did upload it. I don't know whether you've seen it. But thank you, everyone, for everything always. And thank you to you pair of slags as well. I love you so much. And we will see you all again soon.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.